So hopefully this is gonna work. Everything seems to be going. I still have no idea if this is working or not. It's just one of those things that I generally have absolutely no clue, but it seems like nothing's going on. Are people out there? Hello? Hello? What's crazy to me is like I've upgraded my internet, so now I'm on a fiber optic line, and I was actually paying less. I'm paying $2 more per month than I did before, and I'm getting like 10 times the speed. Hello, Gunner. Hello, Parker. How you guys doing? So, you guys are just to the stream. I don't have any videos done at all this week. I actually went and I got sick, had the flu. I hurt my back and got the flu, and so I've just been blazing around all week. So I am doing a live stream. Says offline. My God. I know, now it's starting. Please tell me, is it working? Please tell me anything. My God, why is this so difficult? It should not be this difficult. I must not be the only person who has this. More iPhone 7 Plus case reviews. The iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus are basically the same thing, only one is bigger. The cases are exactly the same, they are identical. It's hard to do case reviews for both of those things. Come on. What the hell? I really hope that this works. Like, I'm getting pretty frustrated with YouTube. It's just one of those things. Is it going? Is it not? What the hell is going on? Honestly. You piece of crap, YouTube. Like, honest to. Is anything going on? Can anybody hear me, see me? Please wave. I am streaming. It says I am. But honest to God, I don't know if this is working. There is stuff going out to YouTube. I can track the kilobytes being sent, so something is happening. But I have no idea. Is anything going on? YouTube. Honestly. All right. Something's going on. Is it working? Hello? All right, so I think it's live. I think it is working now. But the funny thing is that there is nobody watching, so I'm basically just talking to myself at this very moment. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to set up this live stream, and this is a replacement for one of the videos I didn't shoot. I ended up hurting my back last Saturday, and then I picked up the flu. So I'm not quite sure what brought on the flu. I think I was visiting the Apple store right after hurting my back. So lots of people there. I am going to try to film one review this afternoon and hopefully have it edited so that I can release it for tomorrow. So that's kind of all I have going. Yay! One person is watching. That's pretty awesome. Ask me anything, please. Hello. I've got here, I am using a K11. Sothanotech sent me a bunch of their bumpers. These are the production bumpers. And this is one of those glossy matte black phones, and it actually looks pretty good with the device. The entire thing's pretty slim, and you know, it can survive 6-foot drop if you watch my review video. I've got a bunch of other things on the go. My brother-in-law is coming to pick up one of the iPhone 7s, and I've got a ton of these iFace cases to give him. And these iFace cases are actually kind of unique as they're gigantic when compared to an iPhone 7. But they've got a magnet on the back, so do more Galaxy cases. I probably won't since the new Galaxies are coming out. And honest to God, all the cases that I reviewed, so I've reviewed every single speaking case between the Galaxy and the iPhones, and they're exactly the same. Like it's hard for me to regurgitate more content, like take another 10 hours to produce content that I've already kind of produced. Ori Kojo Kuro. My personal favorite iPhone case would probably have to be the Loopy case. It's just, that case is just so useful. What is my next review? I am actually going to do my first iPhone 7 screen protector review. It's the Belkin Ultra Invisible Glass Ultra. It's whatever the one you can get in the Apple Store, and it's a kick-ass screen protector. I know it looks like it's cracked, but it's pretty awesome. This is probably my favorite screen protector out of the 2-3 dozen that I've used between the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 7. What's up, ho? Not much. Tagged HG Copeland. Stonesy, hi, hello. What do you guys got? How are you guys this Saturday? I know this is kind of wasn't really planning on doing this, but again, you know, expect the unexpected. Other than that, George Haverson, how's it going, George? I have an iPhone 7 Plus, so Juang 11. My favorite case is probably the Loopy case. If you go to my website, I've got like a top 10 list of all the cases that I think are decent. My personal favorite, I love the Loopy case because of just how useful it is. I love the Thule X4s because of just how much texture there is. The Spec Grip The old ones were awesome, but the new ones have that cutout at the bottom, and that just annoys me to no end. Same with the Monarch. Yeah, the Urban Armor Gear Monarch is a nice case, but it's got a weird cutout at the bottom. Why haven't I reviewed the mouse case? So I actually am in contact with Mouse, but they want me to do a few things that I'm not quite sure I'm ready to do just yet. And so it's funny because I looked at all the other reviews on the internet, and they all get glowing reviews, but I'm kind of the one outlier, and I don't think they're going to send any cases until I do something for them. I'm still talking to them about it, but that's kind of the story behind Mouse. What breed of dog is Monty? He is a schnoodle, so he's a Schnauzer Poodle cross. The playproof, I love the playproofs. They're tough, but the newer playproofs are very slick. So Caesar, this is answering your question. I am working with them. I've got a bunch of their screen protectors, and I am going to do a bunch of drop tests with them again, like I did for the iPhone 6. Matt, for Apple, do I have Apple Care on your iPhones? I generally do. So for the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6Ss, it actually made sense for me to buy Apple Care, use the Apple Care to replace my broken screens and broken devices, and then resell them. It was cheaper for me to do that. But the prices for Apple Care have gone up over the last few years, so it's actually cheaper for me to not buy Apple Care and to use the same iPhone and just have it replaced outright. So if I was to break 18 iPhones, I think I broke 18 iPhone 6s and 6Ss last year. If I was to do that again for the iPhone 7s, I would save about $3,000 if I did not get Apple Care, which blows my mind. The iPhone case that you hate the most, Ori. All right, the iPhone case that I hate the most would be the Ballistic Tough Jacket. I've got the Tough Jacket Max downstairs, and it is just a brutal, brutal case. Most overrated Apple cases, Dwayne, is going to be the Apple cases by Apple. Those are kind of the most, they're decent cases, but I think they're kind of overrated. And because it's an Apple product, so they're just going to screw with you in terms of price. Best 6S case, probably going to be the same as the best iPhone 7 case. My webpage has all those top 10 lists. I think for the iPhone 6, the playproofs were up there. I don't remember. Would you trust an iPhone case from the dollar store? Generally, no. No, I would not. And it's one of those things. I am going to do a video. It's going to be the 10 best cases under 25 bucks. I don't buy $10 cases. I've bought a few before, and they're just absolute crap. And I don't understand why people would spend $1 on a case to protect a $1,000 device. Like, for the most part, it doesn't make any sense to me. Alan Rivas says hi to you, buddy. This person right here says hi to you. Is the OtterBox commuter slippery? Half of it is slippery, so I'm answering the question from Zach. Half of it is slippery, half of it isn't. The commuter sits really well down here. It's all rubbery in your palm, so it sits in your hand very, very well. So the commuter, the only downside of the commuter, it is a big case. It's much bigger than the Symmetry that I found, but it does offer more protection because it's got plug-in or plugs for the ports. Zach, does the price of a screen protector matter? I'm going to answer this question tomorrow in my Belkin screen protector review. Generally, yes. If it's just let me clarify. If it's just a tempered glass screen protector, tempered glass is cheap. So you could go get a $10 tempered glass screen protector. But the moment you get like the Belkin, this Belkin one is Gorilla Glass, or any glass that is treated chemically, then it gets much more expensive, and that glass is way tougher. Right? So if you're looking at getting a tempered glass screen protector and it's like 20 bucks, you could probably get the $10 ones. But if you're going to get a really nice one, you're going to be paying 30, 40 bucks for a chemically treated tempered glass screen protector. Are there any certain screen protectors you recommend? Both plastic and tempered glass. The plastic ones, I always default to the Rhino Shield Impact Shield. Evolutive Labs Impact Shields. They are probably the toughest ones that I've used. The Thule X4 comes with a really decent screen protector that's pretty tough. For glass, I prefer the chemically treated ones. So the Gorilla Glass ones, the ITG Silicate glass, I prefer those ones. Canadian Bearded Hillbilly. Fiber optic internet is amazing. Go with Bell and their new home hub. So I'm actually with TELUS. I've got TELUS right now, and everything seems to be working. Ori, why is there an A? Because I'm Canadian, eh? Jeff, you just got the Topaz and it's awesome. Haven't put it on. Haven't put it on yet, but can't wait. Love the video you did on it. I'm glad you like the Topaz. I've got the new iPhone 7 Topazes downstairs. Once I finish this review, I'm going to take it off and put it on this one after I do a review on the Life-Proof Nude and finish off my wetsuit review. The original Topazes were awesome. I've been told that the newer Topazes are different than the ones that I reviewed in the video, so I guess I'll find out in a few hours. George Haverson, how much money have you spent on your cases and phones altogether? So I have spent in total on phones and cases 20-30 grand over the last 3 years. 20-30 grand over the 2 years. I spent a lot of money on iPhones and stuff, and I do not get most of that money back. It's quite painful, actually. Jack 20, the Zag screen protector with sapphire infused doesn't seem to be made out of glass. I'm going to have to check that one out. That one sounds pretty awesome. Stephen Curry, he's a basketball player. Hey! Frank, do you prefer glass or film screen protectors? So Frank, it's really up to you. Glass looks nicer, feels better, isn't as tough. So this glass one I dropped, this was the screen protector I used in the Incipio Octane drop. And it's, 4 or 5 feet, the glass screen protector shattered, right? If I was to use a film one, it's not going to film. I'm assuming you're saying it's a plastic one. The plastic ones will not matter. Have you heard of Donald Trump? No. And if I move to Canada, can I meet you? If you move to Canada, surprisingly, Canada has more land, like land-wise, than the U.S. So I live in Calgary. If you move to Calgary, you can come meet me. And John Klein, and to think my wife thinks I'm ridiculous for getting a new phone case each year. I was thinking about this the other day, like phone cases are like accessories. They're like, shoes. I now have 2 pairs of shoes. But, if you want to accessorize something, like I think if I was to stop this review channel, I would have like 3 or 4 different cases, a different case for every occasion. Does Monty do any tricks? George Haverson? No, he really doesn't. He's very obedient, but he doesn't do very many tricks. Personal favorite case company? I would have to say it's Evolutive Labs. They are a hoot to work with. Thule's been really awesome to work with as well. What's the best clear case with a lot of grip? It's going to be the Ballistic Jewel. Those things have a ton of grip, and the bottom of the case has a bigger bulb, so it sits better in your hand. And it's got a higher clearance, so when you drop it on the ground face first, there's way less chance that your iPhone's going to break. GSW or Cavs? I prefer LeBron James. I like the guy. Messi or Ronaldo, I don't watch any soccer. I know who those guys are. I have absolutely no information on them whatsoever. Anlen GMS, check out Vaja cases. Huh? Yeah, I'll check them out. Are they a cheap brand? Because if they're a cheap brand, I won't check them out. Because it doesn't make any sense to me to check out cheap brand cases. Solid Suit or Playproof? Playproof, I know, I've been kind of dragging my feet. Solid Suit, I think they still say it's coming. They keep telling me that, and I keep asking that. And I know I have direct contact with the company, so hopefully it comes out. Can you do a review of the Xdoria Defense bumper? Santi Garcia. I may. My problem with that is it's exactly the same as the K11 bumper. They basically just ripped it off. So if you need a review, just look up my review for the K11 bumper for the iPhone 7 because they literally just ripped it off. Caesar, the solid suit is about the same size as the playproof. It is pretty slick, the clear solid suit. Mophie or the Apple battery case, I believe I went through that comparison in both those videos, Jack 20. Lisa Fang, you want me to pet Monty for you? This pet, Monty, is from Lisa Fang. Well, if they're high-end, then I'll check them out. I have a lot of issues with the high-end ones because I'm not a high-end channel. Nothing I do is fancy because I'm a brute and I drop iPhones and I break iPhones. And fancy case manufacturers don't like seeing their stuff being dropped, from my personal experience. Favorite football team. I don't have one. I don't want football? Who won the Super Bowl? I like the Patriots. Do you watch the English Premier League? I don't. Football is not. Like, I don't watch any sports. I started watching the Blue Jays because my wife loves the Blue Jays, but I wasn't allowed to watch TV growing up. I wasn't allowed to watch sports. I didn't grow up with any affinity for any of that stuff. So sports, like, over my head. Like, I like lifting weights, so I know a few Olympic weightlifters. I like the CrossFit stuff, so I'm pretty familiar. I work out at a CrossFit gym, so I'm pretty familiar with the CrossFit athletes, but that's about it. Holy crap, look behind you. Math, so I answered the mouse question earlier. I didn't actually trash them. If you go back to my video, I gave them a decent score for that case. And it's just one of those things. It was just my opinion at the time, and it's something that I generally feel about most case manufacturers. Gear 4 failed completely. Spec failed completely. So if you watch the first few minutes of the live stream, I do elaborate on the mouse situation. Do I watch any TV shows? I watch not a lot of Netflix, and I just generally rewatch things I've seen over and over again. So The Office I keep watching. This is in reply to Chewbacca. And Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I love that show. I keep rewatching that. And Friends I keep rewatching. If Chuck ever comes back to Netflix in Canada, I'll definitely rewatch Chuck. Patriots are garbage. Again, I've got no opinion. Has a case ever hit a 5A before? In response to Jeff R. According to my scoring system, there can never... The case that hits 5 A's out of 5 is one that's going to be incredibly... It has to be the size of the iPhone and is completely protective. How my scoring system is set up, there will never be a 5 A's out of 5. There'll be ones that'll be very close, but there will never be a 5 A's out of 5. And other reviewers will do 5, 4.5, but I'm going to stick to my review system only because I can consistently tell you what's completely different about a case. So for all my scoring system, it's all relative. And for the top 10 case videos, I'll tell you that the highest score that I've gotten in a case is 4.4. So if it's a 4.3, it's going to be a good case. Are you going to get the S8? I'm still deciding. I did a lot of work for the S8, so I'm responding to Cold Shadow for the S7s last year. And looking back, I don't think I made... So I spent a couple $1,000s on devices and a lot of money. Not a lot of money on cases, but a lot of my time doing those reviews. And... say it's $2,500, I've made back maybe $200 of that. So it's tough for me to do those S8s, and it doesn't seem like anybody really cares about the Galaxy cases as much as the iPhone cases. What is the highest rated case? I think it was the K11 for the iPhone 6. I think it hit 4.7. Joanne. Cheyenne Ramen, Apple or Samsung? I'm going to be biased towards Apple, but I am a big fan of Samsung. I've got Samsung televisions. I actually went and visited the Samsung headquarters in Korea, and Samsung is such a large company. It is kind of cool, all the different things that they do. The thing that I like the least about Samsung, is that it's a family-run business. So I know in Korea, I think it's a chaebol. Yeah, like it's all these large family-owned conglomerates, and it's just I know doing business over there is pretty tough because of all that family stuff. John McGuire, what's your daily case? My daily case is basically whatever case I'm using and reviewing. Like, I don't personally wake up in the morning, dress myself, and then dress my iPhone in my favorite case. It's basically whatever I'm using or planning to review. What do you think of Chinese phones like Huawei? I really want to get a Huawei. So Cold Shadow asked me this. If I can, I think I will. If I can afford it, I will try to get one of those Huawei's just to use it. Um, the thing that comes to mind about Chinese phones is like, where's all my information really going? Manuel Silva, I know this is off topic, but can you address your gym workout routine? So, my gym workout routine is it has changed. My trainer actually moved back home, so I've been working out at a CrossFit gym. I've been doing Olympic lifting at a CrossFit gym. So I will lift 3 times a week for an hour a week. I've tried to go on 4 workouts, but my body just can't handle 4 workouts. And that's basically it. I do not touch any fluffy exercises. I don't do barbell curls. I don't do, wussy sit-ups. I do a lot of sit-ups, but like I can't say wussy sit-ups. I've done so much sit-ups in the last 6 weeks. I don't do any fluffy exercises. Like for me, in my opinion, if you want to build big, healthy, strong muscles, work with a barbell. Those 45-pound Olympic lifting barbells, squats, deadlifts, those are your best things. Strict overhead presses and stuff, those are your best ways to build strong bones and big muscles. Do you think the S8 is the best because it's bulletproof? Kyle asked me. I don't think it's going to be bulletproof. I think the S8, the thing that is I think I'm gonna make a video about it because I'm pretty sure Samsung's gonna remove the headphone jack on the S8, and they made fun of Apple for moving the headphone jack. One of the things that I've realized is that ever since getting my Apple AirPods, the fact that I don't have a headphone jack on the bottom of my iPhone does not bother me whatsoever. These two things work so well together. Like I can so quickly bounce between my laptop, my iPhone, and my iPad that I haven't put in the wired earpods into my head for weeks now. Like these things are awesome. The Apple AirPods. Oh, it is confirmed that they're going to have a jack. Well, I can't make fun of the S8 now because they're going to have a headphone jack. I can make fun of it because Samsung just didn't have the cojones to remove it like Apple does, with like CD-ROMs and floppy disk things. Any plans to travel? Kevin D. Bruni. Not. No, oh no, I'm planning on going to see a bunch of Blue Jay games in Toronto in July. I'll be gone for like 4 days. But I don't have any plans just yet. There's a couple things brewing personally that I can't make any big plans for. Gamer first, be nice. Canada sucks. Gamer first, be nice. Get free healthcare. Mohammed Jamil Bati. I'm in Canada, eh? Cheyenne Ramen is looking for a case that is not too expensive, has a decent amount of protection, is relatively thin. Can you give me some suggestions? Relatively thin. What's expensive? $20? $25? Go get an Incipio Octane. What is your favorite Tech 21 case if you have one? My favorite Tech 21 case is going to be the Evo Mesh, so the really grippy one. It's really wide, but I love just how grippy it is, especially for the iPhone 7 Plus. So that's my favorite one from blah blah. Second story, what do I think of BlackBerry's new phone? I haven't paid much attention to it. I'm going to say I like it because BlackBerry is a Canadian company. But it's an Android device, so I'm really not sure. Again, I think BlackBerry has almost 0.0% market share, so it's kind of irrelevant to BlackBerry. Too bad for them. Alex, what gave you the idea to do case reviews? Kind of weird idea if you ask me. Alex, it is a weird idea. I actually started an engineering consulting firm back in 2010, so I had a bunch of employees, and I was trying to understand the social media stuff, so I was trying to trying to do, get data from social media to use in all the consulting services I was selling my clients. I lost two of my biggest clients just dropped me, and I just said, screw it. I like making videos. I like YouTube, and the iPhone case thing has just stuck. I am planning on pivoting away from it a little bit because it's not growing as much as I want, so I have to change a bunch of stuff. Jeff, I don't have an eBay site for my shirts. There is a link, I think, on my banner. You can get them through Spreadshirt, but I've kind of hid these ones for now. I might put them back up. I need to redo some of the artwork. What do you think of the OtterBox symmetry? It's funny. I know a bunch of mothers. I'm doing this video with a bunch of moms, and they love the symmetry, despite the fact that it's got an incredibly slick back. I will say that the OtterBox symmetry has a great front. I'm not a big fan of how slick it is on the back. Also, it makes the iPhone much bigger. So it's not a problem for this regular sized iPhone 7, but for the 7 Plus, it makes the iPhone so much bigger, and it's that I don't like about it. George Heverson says I should buy a USB killer and plug into all my devices. No, I won't. Blah, blah, have you ever seen a speaker case? I have, actually. If you go look at my channel and search for OtterBox, there's an OtterBox case. I forgot what the OtterBox Universe comes with this set of speakers, and it's pretty neat. Gamer First, will I go to California? Maybe, we'll see. Caesar Bellman, the way I see it, the iPhone is nice and simple to use, basically a one-size-fits-all, and Android phones can do more complex, change the settings, and they fit your needs. Caesar, yeah, I completely agree. But the thing is, 95% of the people in the world couldn't care less if you could adjust certain settings on a device. That's the truth of the matter. People get so caught up on tiny features when in reality they absolutely do not matter. My mother could not care, my father could not care about, if it has more RAM or not. Kevin Devine, am I excited for the iPhone 8? I'm excited to see what they do because some of the rumor mills have been saying they're going to do an iPhone 7S as well as an iPhone 8. So who knows? I really hope that the next version of the iPhone is awesome. I really do. Like the iPhone 7, I would be way more frustrated if I didn't get an Apple Watch 2 because that device to me is just absolute. The innovation in it is very lacking, in my opinion, for the Apple Watch 2. The camera on the iPhone 7 Plus is a big thumbs up for me, but like the Apple Watch 2, it was just, I don't even have it on. George, see ya. I am planning on doing more live streams. Still haven't figured it out because I'm a lazy ass, apparently. Good luck, George. Cheyenne Ramen, do you use the iPhone 7 or the 7 Plus as a phone for daily use? Right now, for the last few weeks, I've been using the iPhone 7. I personally prefer the 7 Plus for daily use. I like the bigger iPhone. But I've got a bunch of cases that I only have for the 7, so I have to use the 7. Blue, I've been watching you for several years now. Thank you for sticking around. You inspired an obsession in cases for me because of watching you. The Dual Pro X3 Candy Shell Life Proof free. Well, you've got a case for every single occasion. And it's like if you get bored of something, you just switch out your case and it's something new in your hand. Carson Morgan says, Monty. Yes, Monty. Please answer mine. Hi. What was your question again? Ask me it again. Blah, blah, blah. Do you like, that's not. Best slim but protective case for the iPhone 6S. Slim and protective, I would have to go with the Reynolds Shield Crash Guard. It's pretty tiny. Matte Black versus Jet Black. I haven't used a jet black. I would prefer, right off the top of my head, I would prefer the matte black because it doesn't show fingerprints as quickly. Oh, Jonas, do you recommend me buying the Pebble Time? I would actually, the Pebble Time, I enjoyed using the Pebble Time. Um, it's a decent device. I like it. Get one with the Fitbit deal. I'm not quite sure what the Fitbit deal is with the Pebble Time. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch Jack 20? I think the Switch is going to be incredible. I think Nintendo, they've figured something out with the Switch that the PlayStation and the Xbox haven't quite figured out yet. I think this will be to Nintendo like the Wii was to the Nintendo, back 10 years ago. That's my opinion. What iPhone 7 case can you recommend that's thin? Go to my website, check out the top 10 list. Thin case. What's the thinnest one that I've used? The iPhone 7. It would have to be, the thinnest one would be the Tech 21 Evo Mesh. Those cases are pretty thin. It's wider, but thin. What kind of engineering do you specialize in, Noe? I am a geomatics engineer. So basically all the math and science that goes into Google Maps, that's my engineering. I don't really practice it anymore. I changed the engineering. I did information management engineering stuff. That was my consulting business. And now I don't. I can't even really call myself a PNG anymore because I haven't paid my dues. And I paid them late and they put an administrative charge for like $300. And I told the pickup that I'm not going to pay it. So I've got a year to find out how to give them $600. It's incredibly frustrating, Apega. Do I play PS4 or Xbox? No, I'm a PC gamer. Would you review a case for an iMac if one came out? Yeah, blah, blah, I would. I am planning on getting the new MacBook, and I'm going to start doing the MacBook case reviews. There's not a lot of them, but I think that's something is useful because I go into the Apple store and all these people are buying it on. I'm like, I personally wouldn't. It doesn't make any sense to me because MacBooks themselves are pretty tough, but yeah. iPod Pro, do you own a computer or a laptop? I own a 2012 MacBook Pro Retina. It was the very first Retina that came out, and I'm still using it to do all the video editing stuff. I am planning, whenever I make enough money, I'm going to replace it with one of the new MacBook Pros because it's getting incredibly slow, despite the fact that I take very good care of it. But it's just editing. I've been trying to shoot a bit more in 4K, and it just can't handle 4K. So. When is the iPhone 8 coming out, Hunter? I don't know because I don't work for Apple, but it's going to be September, October. It always is. Bought my iPhone 7 through Metro by payments. I thought I paid $700 and ended up getting screwed and forced to pay easily around $1,200. Jeez, that sucks. Mama 4, Monty is 7.5 years old, so he's getting up there. But he's a sprightly old senior dog. Yes, he is. What is my dream car? It's going to be a... I haven't thought about that in years. Dream car. I really like the Evo X's. Or a Nissan 370Z. One of those two. Is it snowing in Calgary right now? Nope. It's not. Nope. Would you recommend grilling your iPhone in a life-proof case? Seriously? What else do you got? Ori, where do you... This is my work. This is it. This channel and the website. I know, not much. Jack 20, if you wanted a retro Apple product to be updated with modern internals, what would it be? It would be the original iPad. I love that thing. With updated internals, it would be the original iPad and would be the original iPhone. That would be cool. Joey, the Apple leather cases for the iPhone 7 Plus are slick as crap. I don't like them. I like the silicone case. The leather cases I don't like. What do you think about the $300 Apple Book? I think it's a great. Bye, Monty. Life-proof free or life-proof nude personal preference. Jonas is going to go to the free. How long is winter in Canada? Winter's like 5 months. The weather is very, it changes a lot. So like in the last 6 weeks, we've had 2 major snow dumps, and we've had days where it all like melts away. Like it's crazy, the weather here. So if people have migraines, people who live here with migraines just have the worst because it's always changing. Oh. 1 second.
This is where the magic happens here, eh?
Monty, leave it. First time I ever heard a peep out of my man Monty, so come have a sit. I'm live streaming right now. Steve Jobs or Tim Cook? I have to go with Steve Jobs. What is my most preferred case overall for the iPhone 7? It'd actually have to be this K11 bumper. I'm a big fan of this bumper. Joey, what is the best iPhone 7 Plus case? I would have to go with the Spec Candy Shell Grip. Monty, come here. New LG. Can you guys hear Monty? He's excited. Come have a seat.
How you guys doing? Hello.
This is actually my brother-in-law, Andy.
How you guys doing?
Camera's right there.
Hey.
He's picking up an iPhone today. So, Joel, I do sell Mobile Review A shirts. If you go to my banner on YouTube, there is a. I think you can move over. There is a link to Spreadshirts, and that's where you can get the t-shirts. Chewbacca7 says, "Hi, Andy."
Hey, what's up, Chewaki?
Steven Sky says hi from St. Louis. Hi from Calgary. Yeah, I do sell t-shirts. And hello, Christopher Smith! Exclamation mark. All right, so I'm going to close this off in 2.5 minutes, so you guys better ask me more questions. What else you guys got for me? Was hoping it was your dad. Yeah, my dad. I should probably get him on a video. Aaron is so cool. Yeah. And
This is crazy. All right. Do we have all continents represented here?
I have no idea. All right. Have you tried the Belkin Screen Protector Apple in stores? I have one on right now. Going to film a review after I'm done this live stream. How long have I been married? I've been married since September 2013, so 3.5 years now? Yeah, something like that. Pronounce my name. Jonas. Jonas. Sukhoi, Boeing, or Lockheed Martin? Oh,
you gotta go with Boeing, man.
I'm going to go with Sukhoi. It's a Su-27 flanker.
Totally the
What
Boeing.
is your favorite bulky case? My favorite bulky case is going to be the Ballistic Tactical Hardcore. They don't make them anymore, but that was a beast of a case. I love that case. Europe. We got Europe.
There we go. That's one. Netherlands.
Richard,
Yeah.
you might be the oldest one. Actually, I do know there's a viewer who's older than my parents. I talk to them a lot. Do I like anime? Dragon Ball Z. I don't like regular Dragon Ball Z. I like Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z. What do I think of Nokia? I I think they're going to be around for a very, very long time. They're not going to make phones anymore, but they're going to be around for a very, very long time.
Got some cool technology.
Yeah.
There's another good one in there. Oh, $1,000 titanium case. Yeah.
Because I'm not going to spend $1,000 on a titanium case unless they give me the $1,000 titanium case, and then I'll send it back to them because I have no need for a $1,000 titanium case.
I was also curious about that, though. I'm glad you answered that. Yeah.
Aloha from Hawaii. I'm so jealous. I wish I was in Hawaii right now.
I am also jealous. I've never been to Hawaii. Yeah, this guy goes all
So
the time.
how can you be jealous if you've never gone to Hawaii?
Pictures. Pictures.
I won't beat a carrot. 2 4 stone. What's up, Carter? 20 seconds left.
NYC. Nice.
All right.
That's to be a carrot. That's pretty sweet.
Alden Hosa. Your name was way easier to pronounce than Jonas.
Hello from Sweden.
Paul Goodmudson.
From Sweden, I can say something to that. Hey, fem.
Hello, la femme. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around for the live stream. I, again, plan on doing more of these. But there's some things that are going to be changing about the channel. I'm going to add some different content. I am going to cut back on the iPhone, specifically iPhone case individual reviews a bit, actually quite a bit in the near future. So anyways, thanks for sticking around, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Bye. Oh, and if you're wondering, Andy's married to my sister, which is why I know him.
That's why I'm here.